All right.
What's going on here? Who is this?
Who is this? Who is this?
I mean, shoot, I didn't see my dad around, so I just thought I should take over and
We're
run
Word
this
on the
thing.
Street Live,
Run this thing.
WODS Live.
Yes.
We have a new host, Miss Morgan. Is it Morgan Turner?
It's Morgan Turner.
That's Gregory Turner's daughter. So I guess she gonna ride us out as our host tonight. And we have
Yes.
the one and only Girl Wonder in the building.
Ding ding.
And you know who I am. I'm your boy from More Money, Big Ideas, live on WODS. So what's up, Orlando? What's going on out there this week?
But tell us first who you are for the people that may not know who you are.
All right. So what's up, everybody? My name is Morgan Turner. I'm born and raised here. I actually went to college out of state, Massachusetts, and now I currently live in Arizona, Tucson, Arizona.
Now, I heard that you got a basketball scholarship.
I did. I got a basketball and an academic scholarship.
Okay.
Okay, that's what's up then.
And most importantly, academic scholarship. Ooh, sorry. You know, I can be that way.
Mhm.
But that's awesome. But how was that for you?
You mean like the experience of being a college athlete?
Yes.
So it definitely was. I think it was great. I had a great experience being a college basketball, college athlete, a student athlete. Most importantly, I was a student first, so I definitely made sure I got my studies in, and time management was key because obviously, you know, your schedule was just like wake up, you know, practice, classes, lunch.
What school did you go
practice
to?
later. I went to a school called Dean College in Franklin, Massachusetts.
Dean College. I think I've heard of that.
Mm-hmm. Okay. I wasn't one of those like heavily recruited. I mean, I started getting recruited late.
I went to Concord College in West Virginia. I wasn't heavily recruited.
Concord.
And then I ended up going to Bethune-Cookman and then UCF. So it was. I know how it is when you're an athlete. You want to be on Division I, and sometimes you think you could be. You feel like you should be there, but you have to earn it. Cam Newton did the same thing. He went to a junior college. Then he went to the University of Florida. So that's what we have to do sometimes. We have to follow our dreams and our goals, and it'll get you there. If you want to be on D1, I think you got the talent to do that.
For sure. I didn't have any doubt about that. You know, like for main thing is having confidence in yourself. I mean, definitely politics can make you feel like, oh my gosh, I'm not good enough because they're not recruiting you or whatever, or they're not looking at you. But for sure, I was like, after I got past that, I was like, man, I'm going to college. Point blank period. I'm still going to college. Like, I don't care if it's D1, D4. You know what I'm saying? Like,
get that free
you know
education.
what I'm saying? Like, I was like, I'm going to college. I'm getting that college experience, and that was huge for me. So.
That's great. That's great.
And
hey,
you know,
hey, what's going on? What's going on?
What's up,
hey, G?
Hold on. What is Morgan doing in my seat?
Well, first and foremost.
Oh man, I mean, I've named the company after you, Moti's Italian Ice. Now you're taking over my seat.
I mean, I didn't see you in the spot, so I was like, shit, let's go.
Let's go. Plus, we haven't even talked about Moti's yet.
Yeah, you good?
You good?
Man,
You good?
I'm sick of this. I'm sick of it. I'm gone.
You
I'm gone.
good?
Okay, since G Money out the building and Gregory Turner then got, I think you done pissed the boss off.
It be like that sometimes.
Well, that's his baby girl. So
it be like that.
It would be very hard for her to piss him off. But luckily, just for
your smile got him. He's gone out the door. So we want to get right into that's why I put my shirt and tie on today. We got a very serious topic for Orlando residents. Morgan & Morgan took on a big case against Lockheed Martin for the Tangelo Park residents. And I don't know if they really know that it's out there. This is a 20 or 30 year back. They're going back for people that didn't die. So let's, Dean, can we go to that video?
Thousands of tons of toxic sludge polluting the ground and the air and making people sick. That's what's alleged in 2 lawsuits filed by the Morgan & Morgan firm against the Lockheed Martin Corporation.
This particular case has happened in our own backyard, in our own community, to our own neighbors. And for that reason, we are being especially vigilant.
John Morgan says his firm represents 13 people who believe they were sickened while working at a building near the Aerospace and Defense Company's Orlando campus. He says cancers and autoimmune diseases are among the illnesses associated with the suit. A separate class action filing represents all people who live or work in that same area and seeks medical monitoring for the community.
What we believe has happened is that large numbers of people who lived in the Tangelo Park area and who now live in the Tangelo Park area have breathed in these fumes, these toxins, and have developed life-threatening illnesses that can kill them, have killed them, or will kill them.
The two lawsuits allege dangerous handling of hazardous toxins for decades.
Essentially, what's happened for decades since the 1950s is they have dug trenches and made ponds and disposed of the waste there.
There is profound contamination that's been documented throughout this very large site. It's about a little over 2 square miles wide.
The lawsuits allege that Lockheed Martin knew or should have known that high contamination in the soil and groundwater on its property could lead to serious illnesses for people exposed to it. A spokesman for the company tells us, quote, "We first became aware of this allegation during a Zoom media conference, and we are reviewing the lengthy complaint. It is our company practice not to comment on pending litigation." From Orlando, Matt Lapoli, WESH 2 News.
So Orlando residents, I hope y'all living in Tangelo or know somebody living in that area. I'm getting a bad echo, but anyway, the residents of Orlando, y'all need to take note to what's going on in Tangelo, because this is not something that's happening right now.
That's true.
Say it's a long term. So you might have relatives or friends that have died in that area. Y'all need to get in touch with Morgan & Morgan and see if you got a claim. If you lived out there, I'm almost 95% sure you have a claim.
Now, I hope everybody is too loud. I hope everybody that needs help will get help. And Morgan & Morgan seems to be a good law firm.
The best. One of the best.
Better than Benjamin Crump?
Benjamin Crump is the worst. He's the worst. Trust me, he's the worst. But yes, this is a very serious situation with this Lockheed Martin. So what do you think about that, Morgan? Do you know anybody from Tangelo?
No, I don't know anybody from Tangelo.
Okay.
Well, I know lots of people from Tangelo, and not to overtalk you, Morgan, but I know lots of people that could be affected by this.
That's what I was thinking too, because I know some people. I called a friend of mine earlier, and I was telling her that her mom passed some COPD, and she grew up there. That's what she grew up at, and she was kind of reluctant to get involved. I was like, this could be the reason why your loved one is not here at this time. Yeah. So I want everybody to pass it along, share it, and make sure you want to call in with a comment. I think that the phone number is 407-299-8114.
Yeah,
that's 407-299-8114. So if you got a comment about that, you know somebody in Tangelo, give us a call. We'd love to hear you. And
for sure.
So I guess we're gonna go to a break, and we're gonna come back and take some phone calls about the Tangelo situation. If you know anybody out there, get them this information. And Morgan & Morgan is doing a big class action lawsuit about the contents of the soil that Lockheed Martin has been putting out there since the 1950s. So we're gonna go to a break, pay some bills, and we're gonna come right back with Word on the Street live on Facebook. Make sure you share it, make sure you like us.
Word on the street, dog. If I read, I fuck with y'all, man. Y'all keep everything good over there. I'm gonna be the with you in a minute, dog. 100.
Hey, it's your boy Big Tig BT in the building. You checking out Word on the Street, you understand me? And the Word on the Street is, if you ain't watching this, you better be watching me.
Okay, KK, this your boy Lil Scrappin' G's up. Get your cheese up. Hey, and the BME click.
What up, it's your man T-Mac, straight out of Polk County. We do it real big down here. And you listen to Word on the Street. Straight from the man.
chill.
What's up, Orlando? This your boy Marvin Dixon, the commissioner of comedy. That's right, I'm in the politics of the game. The commissioner of comedy, Miami Zone. We'll be right back, right here on Words of the Street. Make sure y'all check it out. Don't go nowhere, because I'll be here.
Go right into how we're live back on Word on the Street Live. Hey, we're having a great show. We got Morgan Turner in this evening. That is Gregory Turner's daughter, coming from Dean College in Massachusetts. So we're having a great time. She done took over the whole seat. She's doing a great job, y'all. And you know we keep the Girl Wonder in the building.
Of course.
So Girl Wonder, what do you think about this next subject, which is the unemployment fraud? Have you heard about that?
Yeah, I have heard about the unemployment fraud, but I think it's more people that need it versus people that are doing the fraud. Does that make sense?
Well, I know a lot of people need unemployment insurance, and I think that
a lot of people lost their jobs, Mo.
Yeah, and I hope they got enough money to cover the fraud. I hope they got enough money. Oh, you know what? We got a video on it, Morgan. I don't know if you didn't know about this, but they was in prison. They getting millions of dollars in prison. They in prison getting unemployment money. So, hey, Dean, if we can go to that
they might need it.
video.
And they might need
One man had
whether we have the video or not.
Filing for and getting thousands of dollars in pandemic unemployment assistance while sitting in their jail cells. It's a story first reported last month by KDK investigator Andy Sheehan. Now charges filed and a wave of charges against thousands of inmates could still be coming. Andy's got the update tonight.
Ken, state and federal prosecutors say these 33 defendants are only the tip of the iceberg of a massive fraud. Inmates and their accomplices reaping money intended for hard-working families. Thousands of inmates in county jails and state correctional institutions in on a scheme, each collecting thousands of dollars in pandemic unemployment insurance meant for workers sidelined by COVID-19. Today, federal and state prosecutors charged the first 33 inmates, along with their outside accomplices who filed the claims.
They stole taxpayer money. They undermined a safety net that millions have relied on during this crisis.
Inmates like accused murderer Lamont Wilford, who we first told you about last month. He's been here in the county jail since November, but is charged along with his girlfriend, Casey Norick, and another outside accomplice who filed the unemployment claim. Though in an intercepted phone call between them, Norick had misgivings.
You don't want it? You don't want it? I don't think it's right. What do you mean you don't think it's right? Ain't nothing wrong with it.
And these 33 defendants represent truly the tip of the iceberg. And we are seeing unemployment fraud on an unprecedented scale.
U.S. Attorney Scott W. Brady says Wilford is by no means an outlier, and they have evidence that some 10,000 inmates across the state have filed pandemic unemployment claims.
Each of them received at least $10,000, roughly $10,000 or more. And so when we're talking about the scope of fraud statewide, even at a floor, we're talking about over $100 million in fraud.
PA Attorney General Josh Shapiro says many more will be charged in the coming weeks and months. And noting how seriously the government takes this kind of fraud, each could face 20 additional years in jail and $50,000 in fines.
Look, these criminals took advantage of a public health emergency to cash in on the backs of working people across our Commonwealth, to rip off a program meant to help everyday Pennsylvanians whose lives were really struggling because of COVID-19.
Now, we first reported this last month, but postal inspectors and corrections officers became suspicious months ago, and that led to this investigation. Now, federal sources say this is happening all over the country, and the abuse could reach billions of dollars. Ken?
And it's very hard to believe.
Get down if you can.
Okay, live. We're back live on WODS. Okay, so I don't like to talk about stuff that ain't authenticated. So
That's true.
So the video is showing that people are going to jail. The prosecutors are prosecuting. So if you're out there doing that stuff, you need to be careful because even the ones in prison are gonna be recharged. So
And on top of that, Mo, we know, well, you might not want to speak on the people that you know, but I know people that have got served papers that they are illegally getting funds.
Okay, well, so they starting to crack down. They starting to get
Yes.
the loopholes here at first.
Yes. This Orange County, Seminole County, they're not playing with it.
Okay, I said I didn't know they was actually going after people in Orlando because I thought there was like
Yeah.
a prison. What I saw was more prisons. So I would say that it's a way to find out if you actually worked or did all this here. So if you're doing it, you need to be careful and be ready to lose some income tax money if you're doing it and they catch up with you. So Morgan, is that new to you about the unemployment fraud?
No, it's not. I mean, it's fraud with anything. People do fraud in a lot of stuff. So I'm not surprised. People, especially with technology, steady development here.
Right.
Oh, G Money in the building. Well, G Money, what you think about the unemployment fraud and the crackdown that the authorities are making? I thought we had G Money in the building. Okay, well,
no worries.
Yeah, well, we want some call to call in. What do y'all think about the unemployment fraud and what's going on out there in the prosecution of people in and out of jail? As you can see on the video, they cracking down, so you need to be careful.
I'm sure of that.
Right, that number is 47299-8114. You want to give
Now,
us a call?
one thing I do want to give you a shout out for, Mo, is the breast cancer awareness. October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. We have a lot of aunties and mamas and grandmamas that have passed from that. So we need everyone to get their mammograms and everything that needs to be done.
Yeah, definitely. You surprised me last week when you said that black women don't go to the doctor as they should. And I thought,
And why do you think that is? I'm just curious.
I think Eric was saying that it just get thrown off on time, and they got to do this, and they forget about the doctor. And then when you have to make the appointment, it's 3 months out. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
I'd like to know why Morgan thinks black women don't go to the doctor.
I think I agree with what you were saying there, and I also would like to add that I feel like there's been a long history of like doctors and black people, period. With them, I mean, there's history with them neglecting our bodies and whatnot for research and just like doing poisonous things to us and whatnot. So
like in Tangelo,
huh?
Just like in Tangelo.
Right.
Hey, man, y'all, are we still?
Can't hear you, G.
What we doing? What we doing, man? I hear y'all talking about the jail thing, man. I mean, what's going on with this?
Well, we give us your opinion on the Tangelo Park and the Morgan & Morgan new class action lawsuit. What do you think about that?
Well, I think that's a big thing. I think, like I said, those people in Tangelo, it's been going on for years, man. They've been putting gas down those people systems, and a lot of people have died. So they deserve exactly what they deserve. They deserve it, man. Families have lost lives out there. So I think what Morgan & Morgan is doing is definitely a thumbs up, and I'm gonna back it. I'm gonna put on my campaign, and I'm gonna campaign for it. That's right.
I think that's a generational thing that's gonna happen out there, and I don't want people in Tangelo to think that it's happening now or just the people that's in their Tangelo Park area now. No, this going back to the 50s and 60s.
I tell you,
people that done passed away that you thought it was just a natural death. It may not have been natural. So if you lived in Tangelo at any time, if you know somebody, contact them. Let them know what Morgan & Morgan got going on.
I tell you,
because
let them know.
A class action lawsuit on that side is gonna be a nice piece of change. It don't bring your loved ones back, but if that would cause your loved one to die or cause some real sick illness, you need to get on top of it.
Or whatever whatever they're doing in that community, they need to stop.
Well, if it's in the soil, then it's contaminated. It's just really a problem that probably can't be fixed.
You think?
So look, Mo,
I'm pretty sure they got some. What do you think, Morgan? I know you just come out of Massachusetts, so you might be a little knowledgeable on soil stuff. Can you get the contaminants out the soil?
I mean, I really don't know too much about that. I mean, I'm sure there's
Me neither.
There's
I'm
ways,
lost.
like, you know what I mean. But like,
That's environmental.
I always think so. Like, this is just me. I'm the type of person where I think deeper when it comes to certain things. So I feel like certain things be intentional. You know what I mean? Like they definitely be what's the word I want to use?
Using us as guinea pigs.
Basically, just like, you know, trying things. Like that's why we have these poor communities. That's why you if you look around poor communities, you see fast food, nothing but fast food. You know what I mean? Like if you look into the other communities, you see like the bigger chains, the better quality of food, even the restaurants and whatnot. So that goes hand in hand with what I'm saying about like things being intentional. I think that that in the water and all that stuff and people that the contamination of everything, I think it's intentional and it sucks. And it's like, I don't know like too much about soil to know if you can decontaminate it or whatnot.
Hey, G Money, you still in the building?
Speaking of intentional, Morgan, so tell us about your life.
Hey, hold on, Erica.
I think G Money trying to break the dough down.
Hold that thought. Listen, what I'm trying to figure out, how did y'all let somebody come in and take over my seat? You know what I'm saying?
She had ID. Morgan Turner.
Funny.
As soon as I walked in here, they was like, "Yeah, that's G Money daughter."
Yeah, that's G Money daughter.
It's like she good.
Hey, but G, I'm gonna get your opinion because I know this happened in Flint, Michigan, something similar. The water was contaminated with lead. G, well, what's your thoughts on that? Do you think that this could be did in our communities all over America? Just they doing stuff and testing?
Well, I mean, you absolutely right, Mo. But what I want to do is I want to find out from one of the callers. Call in right now at 407-299-8114. I want to hear somebody that's out there. I want to hear their opinion. 407-299-8114. Call in right now. We want to hear your opinion. I had to take off, man, because Morgan just took over my position. So I'm down here at the stove, man, and I'm just stuck at the light right now. When I get back,
well, eat some more tea with ice, man, and make sure y'all stop by 3470 Orange Center Boulevard and get some of that Motees ice.
That's right. That's right.
Okay, hey, y'all try to cheer me up with that. Try to cheer me up with that.
Well, if you get some Motees ice, I'm pretty sure you won't be smart. You won't be frowning if you eat some Motees ice. How can you frown?
Yeah, how can you frown? Eat
Motees. Yeah. It
I
don't
tell
happen.
you, especially the one with the with the little gummy
little
worms.
gummies.
Yeah.
I like the mango.
Hey,
So
man.
y'all give us a call, man. Y'all give us this y'all community to 407-299-8114. Hey, G, we're gonna interrogate your daughter, man. She's doing so much great things out there in Massachusetts. So we're gonna pick her brain before you get to the show.
Okay, man, y'all go right ahead. But y'all seen the van. I'm stuck down here in the van, in Morgan's van, Motees Italian Ice van at the light. I don't know if they set
we
a
definitely want
roadblock
to talk
up.
about that van too.
I mean, I'm stuck in. I'm stuck.
Okay, well,
It's cool. Hey, you stuck in a good place, if you ask me. You stuck in a good place. So
Okay.
go ahead and sit back, enjoy all that Italian ice.
I got y'all number. I see how y'all treat me. Yeah, they got this construction going on and everything, man.
Yeah, go ahead now.
So speaking of being stuck in the Italian Ice van, tell us, how do you feel about Motees Italian Ice being now having a storefront and having 2 mobile vehicles?
I think it's great. I love to see careers take off, businesses take off, and I think this is beautiful. And it's been a long time coming. I mean, patience is virtue, but this, Motees has been around for some years now, so it's about time that get a spot and open up and start getting the name out there. People have a spot to come to if you can't get to them. You know what I'm saying? More convenient. So I like it.
I got a question for Morgan. Morgan, I know you probably seen this thing right here. You know what this is, Morgan? This is a a weighted suit. As an athlete, I'm gonna give you a common sense approach. I got a patent for it. It's right there. And what it is, it's a suit has weights in it. It's a compression type suit. So you being a kind of slight bit, you get about a 30 or 40, 35 pound suit.
Mm-hmm.
So you're gonna have 35 pounds from your shoulders to your ankles in small increments of weights. Now, if you're working out with that doing your normal drill, you think that'll help you?
Yeah, I think that's nothing, to be honest. I just took a fire test and I had a 75 pounds on. So that would be 35 pounds is cool. I think like I said, I had to put on the 75 pounds and that was a lot. But
75 pounds is a lot of weight for your body. I don't know if that's but that's when you're carrying people like firemen. My suit was designed for firemen too. Because it helps them train with that kind of weight. Instead of putting a big bag on your shoulder,
right?
The weight is evenly distributed from your shoulders to your ankle.
Okay.
You know, it's my personal invention of my first patented product, the MK weight suit.
Okay.
And so as a basketball player, I just gave you 35, 40 pounds. If you work out for 90 days with 40 pounds on, when you take it off, your body's gonna do what? What would you say your body's gonna do?
I would say you would definitely have more agility and speed. I mean, if you whether you're walking around with it, whether you jogging a little bit, you have that extra weight on you, so you have more to lift up and more to work with. So and more to like finesse, you know what I'm saying? Like move the body quick or whatnot. So I definitely think you take that off and try to run, you can be like, oh, like I have to slow down. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm too fast for myself.
That was the exact concept when I invented it, and that's what I was thinking. And that's why I turned down some millions of dollars from Nike, because this is a generational wealth product, and I won't be shortchanged for it ain't for me. I done had some money. I done did things with money and lived a good life. But this is for generational wealth. And Morgan, you hit it right on the head. I guarantee you, if you put 40 pounds on your body, you work out for 90 days, when you take it off, your body's gonna say, hey, these 40 pounds, I'm quicker, I'm stronger. And it also has a vital alert system. I don't know if you ever heard of Jordan McNair. He was a University of Maryland football player. He died. He died of heat exhaustion. But if he'd have had my suit on, it would have alerted the coaching staff that his heart rate is abnormal. His body temperature is high. So we're on the cutting edge of a great product more, and I'm glad you see it my way. I'm gonna make sure if we're gonna do more teas anyway, but I'm gonna put you in another position because I like the way you think. You think like I think right off the rip. So I salute you for your thinking.
Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you so very much. So
G-Money,
we're actually gonna go to commercial.
Pay some bills.
Right now, we're gonna go pay some bills, as y'all said. I say go to commercial. It sounds nicer. Mo?
What's up, y'all? This is Master P, and you watching Word on the Streets. Keep it locked. Don't go nowhere. The soldiers in the building. We acting our fool out here, you heard?
Well, this is Lamborn, all the way from the ATS. So, you know, when I come down to Atlanta, I stop by Motis, Italian Ice and Sub. You know what I'm talking about? Look at this boy DJ Tag, man. I'm trying to tell you, look, man, I can't hardly talk. Hold up. Motis, I tell you, ice cream, man, it's going down. Motis, well, Orlando. Hey, man, y'all got you something right here.
Yeah, man. I'm the Richter. What do you know about it? What is this called? Motis, Italian Ice. You want some more? Get some more. Cheese. Yeah. Delicious.
Powered by Florida. PBFE, The Takeover.
John checking in.
Hey, what time is that boy Big Sam checking in?
And
this your boy Lil Bo checking in.
And we getting bit the hell up by mosquitoes out this. When you're on Word on the Street TV. Uh-oh, somebody calling. Got the Word on the Street.
Welcome back.
And we're back.
Word on the Street Live. Hey, G Money, we're gonna cut to you, man. I know you got some comments. You want to give a lot of thank yous and shout outs. People that have been following us and been supporting us. So is G Money still in the building?
Hey, man, like I said, y'all see all this construction behind me, man. They got me all blocked in. I don't know what's happening. But anyway, big shouts out to Jazz. You know what I'm saying? Jazz, because big shouts out to my auntie. I see you out there. Big shouts out to Lil G Money. Lil G Money shared it. My auntie said, wow. You know what I'm saying? Jazz, she said, Morgan is in the building. She said, you know what I'm saying? Big shouts out to y'all on them comments. Y'all see I'm stuck in construction, man. They got me all this construction behind me. They got me blocked in. I'm sitting here. I done got out the Motif van. This is really weird, man. This is really weird.
Crazy, G.
Well, until you get it, we're gonna keep the show moving right along, man. We're gonna go to another.
I'm looking at the show and y'all doing a great job. Can y'all hear me? Because all this construction. Can y'all hear me?
Oh, yeah, we can hear you. I hear the
look like y'all doing a great job. You know, yeah, hey, Morgan done took my seat, and I don't know if she planned for them to block me off. But I mean,
get out of here.
So I didn't even know some people ain't got their stimulus check, Miss Erica.
Some people ain't got their stimulus check.
The first
Morgan, how about you?
I didn't get mine, and it's been. I mean, I done called the IRS and everything, and they told me, oh, you know, if you don't get about the end
they
of the
sent
year,
it to me. I got it.
They sent it to you.
Man, they done, all right. Well, I know who to attack after this.
It was a deadline.
Gee, you got mine too or no?
You didn't get yours either, Erica?
No.
Well, y'all, it was a deadline. Like it was a deadline for you to file the paperwork to get it. Y'all done slipped.
No, I
did my part.
I filed my taxes. I did my part,
No.
but I also did some like clean up your credit type stuff.
Okay.
And then IRS wrote me back, Mo, and was like, "We don't know who you are."
What?
Wow.
You know, I also heard they was they reported an article stating that they were issuing the checks to dead people. They were sending the checks to people that was already done passed away.
Well, that's part of the scam that was going on.
I did hear about that also, Morgan.
Unemployment scams and all the stuff that, hey, people finding ways to make some extra money during the pandemic. Hey,
Where was they, Morgan?
Where were they?
Yeah.
The people that they were issuing to, they were all over the They were all over the shoot. They were 6 feet under, but
Here go Erica. Who mailbox can I check? My fault.
Yeah.
What do y'all think about?
It's definitely crazy, but we got a lot of hot topics. I think.
What is G Money out there doing?
I think G trying to say something.
I know what.
Go ahead, G.
This is my show now. This is my show now.
Yeah, right, Morgan. Anyway, you know what I'm saying? With the corona being out there, what do y'all think about people being locked up in the house and relationships? What do you think about how is the percentage of relationship? Has it went up or down? I mean, what do you think about that?
Violence done went up. The divorce done went up.
Suicide rates went up, unfortunately. Definitely, like you said, domestic violence. I mean, it's tough if you're in a relationship and y'all stuck in quarantine, it's always y'all or it's y'all and the kids, and y'all don't have like a base understanding, y'all don't have that base level of communication, y'all don't know how to talk to each other, whatever. Things are gonna boil, like everything's about to get exposed. Even if you by yourself, even if you're single and you in the home by yourself, you got nowhere to run to. Everybody be running to sports, music, everybody just run. There's outlets. You know what I'm saying? Outlets for sure. There's outlets. Even sports. They done brought NBA back. Now what? Everybody watching NBA. So we have these things constantly. That's distractions. But guess what? When people didn't have sports, they was mad about that. Why? Because you got to sit with yourself. You ain't got nothing to do, but you ain't got nothing but time. So now you got to deal with everything that I'm talking about. Demons, trauma, everything. You just got to sit with it. So if you ain't prepared, if you're not really prepared to dig deep within yourself and find you and like know that, we have flaws. We're humans. Like we're not perfect. We're gonna have our flaws, but we got to take the time to deal with that.
Well, I would like for somebody to call in that relationship has become better during the pandemic. So y'all give us a call at 407-299-8114. If your relationship with your significant other has improved, because we always talk about the negative and the bad, the divorces and domestic violence stuff that go bad. So let's just get some positivity in the room, and y'all give us a call if y'all relationship has gotten better. You know.
And I don't mean to like just add
and
on.
also,
Go ahead, G.
G hacking into it. He out there with Benjamin Crump.
I tell you.
He out there with Benjamin Crump.
I tell you.
I know you love Benjamin Crump. Y'all just hacking in. You're going to talk then, G.
But go ahead, G.
But I mean, okay. Speaking on another note, I mean, this thing that happened in Barker Park, is, you know, they suspect and foul play this guy. You know, some say he hung himself, some say there was foul play. I mean, what I want to know y'all opinion on. I mean, on another note, because someone has lost their life, that's serious. That's real serious. So, I mean, do you think it was foul play, more money? I mean, what's your opinion on that? And
by being an investigation in a criminal act, I guess if it's suicide, do you think people coming to our neighborhoods hanging us again? I mean, I'm lost on it, and I haven't investigated enough to make a real opinion, but I hope that the white folks, whoever it is, ain't coming to our neighborhoods to draw attention to this lynching and lynching people in our neighborhood. That's what I pray and hope that it's not.
Yeah, I hope not either. I know people have their own personal opinions, but I heard from a friend of mine, and I kind of believe her.
What's that?
Black folk don't really hang themselves in a park like that.
I mean, it's definitely something that it caught me by surprise. I'm like, wow, what happened? And I just don't like to speculate, but I just hope that that is I'm just lost on that. Like you say, I don't know too many black folks that done hung themselves when they're trying to commit suicide. You know, they just put a gun to their head and just go ahead and do it or do something.
But even, I mean, how do you say it?
Statistically.
Ooh, she said that perfectly.
Go ahead, girl. That's why you at that good school.
Yeah.
That your daddy paid for.
I would have butchered that.
Right.
Go ahead.
Statistically.
Go ahead, Morgan.
Speaking, you know, women don't really kill herself by, you know,
it's overdose of pills.
Herself.
Yeah, overdose of pills or something like that.
We definitely do more of an overdose or something like that. Go ahead, Morgan.
I mean, I was just gonna say, like, we can't really that's called like overgeneralizing. We can definitely say, okay, we may have not heard of that, but it definitely is things out here, especially with, you know, black people. We like, there's this whole stigma around therapy and whatnot. So we really don't know what when somebody's at their boiling point, we really don't know what'll trigger them. If they don't have a gun, why would they not? You know what I'm saying? Like, we really don't know. Like, if anybody, you know, if you really are serious about doing this, you're gonna use whatever you got to make it happen. If you really just fed up with life, you know what I'm saying? So we can't really say that. Just overgeneralizing. I mean, everybody go in many different ways. So I don't really know.
Now, Morgan, you're a lot younger. Do you know anyone that has had those thoughts? And if so, what was the methods behind their thoughts?
So luckily, I have not known anyone personally that has taken themselves. But I do have many friends who deal with mental health issues, and like I said, I'm very grateful that they haven't taken themselves to that point. And I just try to do my best as a friend to be there for them. Even those people I don't know as friends, I encourage, like, I support the mental health, and I take it very seriously. But I think that a lot of, like I said, people have a lot of different methods for how they want to do things. If they get to you know, you even have to pay attention to the kids that be like 7 years old. I mean, I worked in behavioral health for a little bit, so I worked with kids who come from all different backgrounds, and they're dealing with all type of things, and you know, their parents got situations going on, so they don't have the outlet. So I mean, you see little kids with little marks on their arms or whatever. That's a sign. You know what I'm saying? You got to be able to pay attention to these kids' bodies and whatnot, and even their necks and whatnot. You got to just pay attention to that, because, like I said, people, there's really no there's no one set way to, just okay, you're fed up, you're over, you having suicidal ideations. All right, this is how you're gonna do it. This is the only way I know you're gonna do it. No, people do it in many different ways, and it'd be the craziest stories, you know.
Absolutely,
it'd be the craziest stories.
I got a friend of mine that was that shot himself, Sharif Holmes. Rest in peace to Sharif Holmes. And I had another friend of mine. His son, he was 16 years old at the time, and he did hang himself. And that was about maybe 4 or 5 years ago. So if anybody out there is going through any mental health stuff, get some counseling. You know what I'm saying? Do that. Don't be afraid to not talk to somebody. And we're going to get this situation talk line up and running, because this is becoming a problem, Morgan. I got a TV show, YouTube TV show, and it deals with psychological issues and mental health issues, where you can actually call and talk to somebody live about a problem that you don't know, that ain't gonna tell your business to your neighbor or to pillow talk to their girlfriend. So we're doing a 24/7 talk line that we're trying to get up and running now, because this mental health stuff is really getting serious in our community.
Yeah, and I think that's huge. I think that's huge. I think that would be very beneficial because like you said, like, people just get fed up. Sometimes you don't have nobody to talk to. Even it could be your own family. You want to talk to your family about things, but you know that your family may talk a lot or something.
Exactly.
So it's
Right.
like, I can't tell it. My whole family,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
And that's a problem with us black folks. That if someone confide in you with they fears, don't be going around telling nobody what they're going through.
And that's a lot. That is why like. And I don't want to say it's solely in the black community, but I think that mainly since we're speaking about us, I think that we have a large problem being vulnerable. It's so hard for us to be vulnerable because of that, because of trust, or because even with men, there's this whole thing called toxic masculinity, where men don't want to show that they have emotions. They even with little kids, you see parents like, shut up, don't cry, and it's like, that's toxic masculinity, because a child, especially a male child, should be allowed to express their feelings. Everybody should, even grown men should be able to express their feelings.
Jesus
able to cry,
Jesus
Yeah.
Oh, that's some
everybody
OT's
calm down.
Italian
You know what I'm
ice.
saying?
Thank
Hey,
you.
man, I'm gonna give you Italian ice this time. I'm
Okay.
really upset. You know what I'm saying but we're gonna talk later. Pass this over there to Erica. We're gonna talk later.
What
Morgan's
is
came
he
along and
upset
took over my
about?
show, but I'll be back. I don't even
But
want to
wait,
talk about
G,
it.
we want to know your opinion too.
I
Yeah,
don't even want to talk about it right now.
Oh, wait a minute. We were talking about toxic masculinity.
Okay, can't even spell it.
Well, that was you want to go back to that. That go back to the Dwayne. We had a piece on here about a month ago about Dwayne Wade.
That was a good one.
And Dwayne Wade's son is
I like that later.
is a part of the LBG community. And,
Hey, get it right now. LGBTQ plus. Thank you.
Okay. And we was talking about Dwayne Wade and how he's a stand-up guy for doing it. And to this day, I would have to go to counseling to deal with my son being in that
LGBTQ plus. LGBTQ plus.
All right, I got it. I'm gonna get that to y'all because I can't pronounce that.
And just take it slow,
Okay.
LGBT.
But so I guess I probably would fall into the toxic masculinity for a son, because I do. I probably be a little. I'm kind of hard on my son.
Thank you.
And that's just ways that we were conditioned to be like that, and that's why I said, even with the pandemic, it puts you in a space where you just have to challenge yourself and challenge the ways that we were brought up, and challenge these systems and these social constructs which are these things that are forced upon us. You know what I mean? So yeah, I think you, and as well as a lot of other men will have a lot of problems with Zaya Wade. You know what I'm saying?
No, but I would quickly. We have like 1 minute, literally. I would want to be fair to the community, and I'd like you to speak your truth. What was it like coming out to your dad?
My dad was just like, I told him and my mother when I was in college. No, I told him. I kind of just did it casually, because it wasn't, for me, it was just like, it wasn't really coming out. It was like, this is my life. Like, this is who I am. And like, I didn't see anything wrong with it, because this is just what's been always natural to me. It's not like we're
gonna have to go over. We're gonna go over about a minute or two, because I have a great comment that I've never exposed on air. So let me hear what you got to say, Morgan, because I got something to say this.
Okay. Yeah.
And I want to hear your truth.
But yeah, my coming out experience, it was my parents weren't bashful or anything. They were just like, okay, if that's the life you want to live, like, just know that you have to deal with that with the with the higher power, which is God. And
did you feel you got to deal with that with the higher power that you feel like they were saying
Like as if they were.
something that you're going to have to deal with later.
Oh, I think it was more so like, everybody got to live their life. Like you live your life how you want to. You're not answering to nobody on this earth. Basically, I'm not answering to nobody on this earth. So everybody have their beliefs. I got out of religion. I'm more so into spirituality. So
Yeah,
I would say that.
same here.
I would say I don't know. My experience basically was fine. I can't say I had a traumatic experience with my parents as far as at least.
Now, as far as that's concerned, I have a daughter that's I say she's confused. I have not.
Now, why would she be confused?
Well, because I have not accepted, and I think that she can always turn. You know what I'm saying? She's never experienced a man, so I feel like she's just confused right now. And once the right guy come along, then maybe that'll all change.
Okay. I'm gonna add on to that because I'm gonna say this. I'm 20. I'm gonna just keep it real. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me just make sure. Let me make sure I shout out to these people in the comments real quick. Thank you, Bernice. Thank you, Jennifer. Jennifer said, well said, Morgan. Stacy says, G Money and Mo Money. What's up, homies? Jennifer says, oh hey, G Money daughter. Yeah, thank you. Oh, we got a call.
We got a call.
We got a call. We got a call. All right.
You know how to answer it, or G?
Oh, my bad. I'm sorry.
Just answer it.
Sorry. First time.
Hey,
Hello,
caller,
sir.
what's going
How you
on?
doing?
What's going on,
Hello.
caller? Who is calling on the line
Yeah,
today?
my name is Isaac, and I'm a volunteer for the Florida Coalition on Black Civic Participation, and I'm calling you to ask if you can make sure everyone in your family vote early. Thank you, and have a good day.
Thank
Great.
you.
Thank
Will
you very
do.
much.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Voting early dates start October 24th. Please, if you need to get your ballot or whatever you need to do, you got to do it by October 24th.
Now I love my daughter.
Back to what you're
I
saying.
love my daughter. And she, we get along great. Got another call coming in.
I think it's the same call.
Oh.
Hey, caller, talk to us. WODS Live.
Hello?
You call back to us, call. You might well give us a comment on some of our subjects.
Oh, I'm sorry, I called the wrong number.
Okay. All right, no problem, caller.
Don't call back no more now.
Oh, well, yeah, Morgan, my daughter's 21, and I just feel like she can confuse. And I've been trying to find me a nice young guy so I can just have him just really show her a nice time and just go at her really hard and try to change her confused mind.
See, but that's the thing. You know what I mean? I think that's pretty harsh to say. One.
No, I don't know. I love my daughter, and
No, I get it. I'm not saying that you don't love your daughter at all, but I'm just saying I think that just the fact that you're saying that she's confused. Why is it that she has to be confused? Why is it normal that people should be heterosexual? Like, a man should be attracted to a woman, a woman should be attracted to a man.
That's what the Bible says.
That's man-made.
That's what the Bible says now.
It also is man-made. I'm just saying. So we have social constructs. That's all I'm saying. And the Bible is one of them. It's a social construct. But like I said, everyone is fair to believe in what they want to believe in. And I'm not saying that you're wrong for believing in what you believe in, and I'm not wrong for believing what I believe in. But I just think that just the fact that it's said that she's being confused because she's
in my mind,
because
she's in my mind, I think she's just confused. I think I'm hoping that something is gonna come and hit her right on top of the head, boom, and then she's gonna say, okay, I do like guys.
Well, I mean,
But-
and let me add on to this.
Please.
So, I mean, my personal opinion is like this.
Your mic's off there.
Get mine.
My personal opinion, anyway, like I say, to add on to this here, you have to accept people for what they are, because, like I said, my daughter, I love her and I accept her for what she
is.
Right, who
But,
she
yeah.
is. So, and like I said, I mean, it's just like what we've been talking about the fake Buddhists. No matter what we say about it, guys love it. You know what I'm saying? And they're gonna attract to it. So we could say it's fake, and we can know it's an illusion in the whole 9 yards. but you can't stop them from loving it.
And that's this whole thing, you know, with policing. Like to add on what you were saying, that that's the whole concept with policing. It's like you can't police her body. She's a grown ass. Excuse me, my lady. You know what I'm saying? But she's a grown woman, and what she like is what she like. It doesn't have to make sense to you, but we have to, as adults, as human beings, period. We have to somehow come to a point where we make peace without understanding. You're not gonna understand every single thing, and you can't beat it. You can't beat her to be straight.
I have no.
And I'm not saying like you beat her, but I'm just saying like you can't force that.
We don't even talk about it.
We don't. Man, I want to touch in.
We don't even talk.
Cut you off.
Yeah, we don't even discuss it. I just, like I said, I hope that one day it'll come to her. She'll come to her senses. We got a good relationship. You know what I'm saying? But we don't talk about her sexuality. She is and does what she wants to do, and I don't try to experiment. But now, if it was my boy, my son, I would have to go to counsel because I probably wouldn't want to even. Me and him, it'll be different.
Oh, good. You got saved by the bell. My God.
Live on Word on the Street. Call or talk to us.
Hello. What you got?
Hello, caller.
I wanted to give a shout out, and I wanted to talk about the topic lesbianism and bisexuality.
Hey, no.
Go ahead. Okay. You got the mic.
We hear you.
Am I on?
Yeah.
Yes.
Hi, so I'm Benita representing Boston. I want to give a shout out to my sister Pam.
Hey, Boston.
And I'm part of the LGB, however it goes.
LGBT
I'm bisexual, so I know what it's like. You know what I mean? But I'm happily accepted by my friends and everyone. But I understand about your dad saying you got to answer to a higher power because he is right. So I agree with that. But that's it. I just wanted to give a shout out.
We want to thank you, Boston. We want to thank you, Boston, in the house.
Just for the record, it was Mo Money, our co-host, that said
Hello?
that. Yeah. You didn't say that, did you?
No. G was on the higher power stuff. I'm on the fear and the hitting in the head with a hammer. You know what I'm saying? To where hopefully one day she'll just.
Oh, okay.
All of a sudden she'll be, you know, we can still play basketball together. We can still play basketball together. You know, I just want to have a boyfriend. That's all.
Yeah, like I said, my dad was he was very accepting of it. I mean, like I didn't feel any like, you know, I didn't feel any way he treated anyway. So yeah, thank you for calling in.
But she ain't got. Well, like
she gone.
Like
but
I said,
I would.
Okay, I mean, I just basically, you know, I put my trust in God, and you know what I'm saying. Like I said, because my personal opinion is, you know, I let my daughter do what she wants to do because none of us can take her to hell or heaven.
I know that's right.
So, you know what I'm saying? So she has to, you know, have her own communication with God.
Mm-hmm.
And like I said, I'm daddy on earth.
That's
I'm daddy
right.
on earth. So
that's right.
As long as she respects me as daddy, then that's what I believe
Father
in.
Heaven.
And I'm a lover to the end. And I'm, you know,
and like I said, I feel the same about my daughter, but I don't know if I'll say the same thing. I don't know if me and my son have the same relationship.
And that's exactly what you're saying right now is that exactly what I mean about toxic masculinity and patriarchy.
Right. I fit the bill. I fit the bill.
You do.
I mean, but
if you know better, you
do better. Exactly. You don't just say
you know better. You should do better. Now I'm not coming at you, Mom.
I need counsel.
I'm not.
I go to counsel. Yeah. That's why I go to counsel to get better. Be a better person.
I'm not coming. My stuff sound loud. I'm not coming at you. All I'm saying is
you can come at me.
Really?
Because I'm not.
Well, I think you're real wrong. I think you're real wrong for what you're saying. Since you say I can come at you, I think you're.
Don't sugarcoat it.
Yeah,
I'm a big boy.
Yeah, you're absolutely wrong. Morgan, this is her first time on the show, and her daddy is sitting diagonally across from her, so she won't say it, but I'll say it. You're absolutely wrong for what you're saying.
Yeah. And
you're saying is
want my daughter to be
what
a daughter.
you're saying is homophobic.
No. Listen. Let me chime in there because I think that you hit on the note, and I think a lot of people they don't like to hear that word because it's like, oh no, phobia. No, that's not me. I don't do that. No. That's exactly what you're doing.
But he's good with his daughter getting her senses together. But if it was his son, he would need counseling.
I probably need counseling now.
That's homophobic.
I need
homophobia.
I need counseling now.
But
I need counseling
you
now.
have to remember.
Gee, you gotta be honest
you got
now.
To remember.
And it's
he
also
needs
time.
counseling either way. He's got 4 or 5 gay friends, so he's already he's past counseling. He's got gay friends that he run with. When I drop him off at the Parliament House.
I've been to prison.
Not that good now.
I've been to prison, so I don't even play no homosexual jokes. I don't even play no homosexual jokes at all.
Do you know what the Parliament House is?
And
Yeah,
Gina went. Gina went way too far. I been turned the table over in here. You know what I'm saying? I don't play no. Hey, G,
wait a minute, G.
I don't play no.
We turn.
I don't play. I don't play no.
Gee, it's 8:30.
No, you live. I don't play no.
And I don't play no disrespect on my daughter.
I don't
so
play.
let her be what she want to be.
I'm talking about my daughter.
Okay, but I'm talking about my daughter on this show.
I'm talking about my
All
daughter.
right, listen.
My daughter on this show.
Listen up. Listen
So
up.
whatever she gonna be.
Hey, no, that.
we
We're not talking about. We're gonna go. Excuse me. We're gonna go to a quick break. Real quick. We need to take some shots or something. We gotta get some shots.
It's 8:30. It's 8:30. It's time for.
Let's get a quick break, please.
Yeah, this your boy Chris Brown right here. VA's finest, 2 up, 2 down. You already know what it is. And right now, y'all watching Word on the Street TV, all right?
Yeah, Wallace Barbecue Shack, this here is what I do. I've been doing this here for 10 years, y'all, right here in the Parker area, south of Parker. I'm located right here at 1315 Marvin C. Zanders. Me and my sons, we're very dedicated on what we do here. We've been cooking barbecue here for almost a decade now, almost 10 years. And we got some of the best quality meat in town. And for this to show you that we're not talking, this is an example of what I do. Open that grill up for me, son. This is how I have tender ribs falling off the grill. They're real tender and juicy. I got some of the best ribs in town. I got a special rub that I put on there. It's a family secret. And only me and my family know it. And come down to Wallace Barbecue Shack at 1315 Marvin C. Zanders, south of Parker.
Yo, this is Chris Thomas. Y'all keep it locked on to Word on the Street, all right?
Okay, welcome to Word on the Street TV, and I'm your host. That's right, Gregory Turner. We back in the building. You know what I'm saying? Hey, it got heated in the kitchen, but you know, like I said, he took some ice. You know,
what we ain't
he did
do.
take him some ice.
Yeah, we took some ice. Yeah. I ain't got no problem taking ice. But you know, and
we patched him up on the break.
Yeah.
We patched him up, but anyway,
I don't have anything against the LGBT plus community at all. I have nothing against them. I have no friends that are in that. I have my daughter. You know what I'm saying? She's in that community, and I love her. But I wish she would not be that way at some point and give me a daughter and give me a son. That's how I feel.
Oh man, man. What am I get? I need a mic.
She need a mic. She about to go crazy. She need a mic with 30 minutes over.
Have your seat back.
Show so hot. Show so hot.
I need a mic.
You got a mic. Anyway, like I said, we back.
We live.
That's right. WODS live. We went over
407-299-8114. Give us your comment. I know you don't gotta agree with me. I gotta go to Count Lead the show anyway.
We only got like maybe about 10
All right.
minutes. I want
Let me go ahead and
call
just
in and speak on this. And we also
I wish my daughter called in.
Okay.
Yeah, we wish your daughter.
Yeah, I wish because we never had this conversation. I was saying she was away, and then everybody said, "Well, that's how she is." And I said, "Well, she ain't that way. She just confused."
Mm-hmm. But that's the thing. Like she's not confused. Like she's not confused. She's not like
that's what they say.
She's not like I knew. The thing
Her
is,
mama.
The thing is, like I said, for me, I knew since I was 5 years old. Since I started going to daycare. Since I started like and it seemed like it don't make sense, but it do.
Can you be born that way?
Yeah, I feel like you can be born that way because I feel like
that was the topic of the Dwayne Wade. We were like, his son could have been born that way.
And that's why you have transgender folks. That's why you have people who they're like, okay, I don't feel comfortable in my body. I was born a man, but like I just feel like a woman. But then they feel like they have to get these body changes because being a man, feeling like a woman, obviously they're uncomfortable. They don't feel like that matches what they are.
Look at Bruce Jenner.
Yeah,
5 gold medals. Then all of a sudden he want to be a woman.
Exactly. And like you know, when they go through that change in that process, you now have to respect them as that. So her name is now Caitlyn Jenner. It's not Bruce Jenner. It's Caitlyn Jenner. So we obviously have to respect them as such. And like I said, to go back with the whole confusing thing, it's like it seems like it's confusing because it's not normal to you. It's not normal. It's not normal. But if you remove yourself, because life is not about just us. I think sometimes we get confused and we center ourselves and we just like, oh, well, I think you should be this and I think you should be that. And it's like, it's not about you. Remove yourself because this has nothing to do with you. It's not that you didn't raise her right. It's not that, you know what I mean? It has nothing to do with you. It's her own personal preference. So the fact that, like I said, it seems like that she's confused, it goes back to not being normal to you. You know what I mean? Like it's perfectly fine for her. I think if your daughter's watching, if you're watching on here, I think you
need to call in.
Call in, and just embrace whatever.
We never talked about it. I just saw that she was that way, and I think she'll change. Maybe she'll change.
Well, why did you never talk to her about it?
Maybe that's why I need to go to counseling. Maybe
sometimes you do need to really sit down. To be honest with you, you really need to sit down with your loved ones because and really
we're popping in and out,
talk to them, and just see what's going on, because that's something that.
Well, she got a girlfriend, so at that point, once I found out she had a girlfriend, I know where it's at. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think her body could be totally violated as a boy. Now you come on with it, Eric. I'm ready to knock you out right now. Her body can be violated like a boy. A boy can be violated.
Let me just say, let me just say, because I don't really understand, and we got feedback coming from your mic, G. I don't
the logic
cut your mic off. Thank you. I don't know what you're talking about.
A boy can be violated. A boy can be violated.
No, right? A boy, a girl, whatever gender, I think there's multiple genders. Whatever gender it is, nobody should be. It's not acceptable one way or another. That's just the same way when people talk about the whole molestation, whatever. I don't know if y'all heard about Boosie and whatever, and they talking about him letting his 13-year-old son have sex with grown women. Obviously, that's but y'all wouldn't let your 13-year-old girl do that. So there's these whole gender roles, and there's what's okay.
Right.
There's what's okay for the girl and what's okay for the boy growing up, and it's like that's what I mean. That's the issue at hand, and that's the core issue that we're talking about. And like you said, you could possibly be okay with your girl being confused or whatever,
right.
but when it comes to your son, it's like you ain't having it, and that's what I mean about toxic masculinity. If he wants to be feminine, all he wants to, like, you should be accepted no matter what, because like I said,
I guarantee you that I don't know about the white men and Puerto Rican guys, but I know no black man wants it. Now, he might have to deal with, like Dwayne Wade, he say all the right things. And if his son was born gay and at 12 years old, he wanted a sex change, and then you as a father, you almost, you pretty much on his side.
Double standards. Thank you for that. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That's what I was trying to get at. I was
definitely double standards. Definitely.
Man, what my counsel at, man? Let me go, man.
No, because we can't do. We would do a disservice as the digital entertainment news service that we are if we don't talk about this. We would do a disservice. And you're not the only black man that feels this way.
Okay,
you're not. I have people in my family that feel this way. But guess what? Their son's still gay.
Okay.
Their daughter's still gay.
Hold on,
we still gotta.
Morgan, you got some comments over there?
I'm just gonna. I know we got to wrap it up. We've been on, but I definitely want to end it with this. Basically, love is love. Point blank. Period. No matter where you find it, who you find it with. I think that it's important for everybody to, if you don't accept it, mind your business. Don't comment on it. Just let somebody live. But I feel like there's a lot of people who don't accept it and they feel like, oh, I got to kill these like if you look, I mean, people don't talk about it obviously because they don't care. But transgender people are being murdered all around the world. It's not hitting the news because obviously, like I said, media don't care. They want to focus on other things. But
and can I interject on you and let you wrap it up in a
Mhm.
big bow?
Mhm.
I'm just going to interject real quick.
For sure.
When people are diagnosed with diabetes or high blood pressure or any other symptom or whatever they may have, we can take all that all day.
Mhm.
But if you say, hey, mom, I'm gay. Hey, dad, I'm gay. All of a sudden, you're ostracized.
Mhm.
So I'm not saying that homosexuality is a disease by any sense of the imagination. What I'm saying is any other thing we're able to deal with.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but people feel like that's just so. I mean,
They feel like it's your choice.
Yeah, and that's the same thing as far as like the Bible. People pick and choose, like you said. Oh, the Bible is the Bible. Well, the Bible says also you cannot smoke. The Bible also says you should not be stealing. The Bible also says you should not be cursing. People still do that. So why is it like that homosexuality is such the biggest sin out here? That's my thing.
Mhm.
You know what I mean?
Mhm.
Shoot.
Hey man, we're gonna wrap it up. Anyway, it's been a great show. Anyway, man, we're gonna stay on that there because, like I said, I think it got real interesting. I think it got real heated. But like I said, we are WODS Live Word on the Street, and we like to keep it real. And we thank y'all for watching, man.
Thank
but we
y'all.
done ran over our
Mhm.
time, and we got some more bills to pay. We got to make sure we give a shout out to our sponsors, Motif's Italian Ice, Situations, MMA Weight Suit. That's right. Also the book bag. Lay around for the book bag and all different schools. That's right. All different schools. Also,
Awesome.
Crawford Design. That's right. Crawford Design. So, like I said, and Stacy, we got you, man. We want to get in here and want to, let you get in here and talk. Come and be our host. Big shouts out to Jennifer. Big shouts out to my auntie BB. Big shouts out to all you people that shared it. We thank you. We love you. And we'll be back next week. Same time, same channel.
Out of here, Orlando.
More money, telling
This
you.
your boy Mo Money from Mo Money's Big Ideas.
Erica Crawford.
All right, Central Florida's Girl Wonder and
daughter,
our newest
Morgan.
creation. Go ahead.
Morgan Turner.
Yes.
Hey, there we go. We out of here. Y'all catch us next week. Same time, same channel. We gone.
Peace out.